Hello, everybody. Donald here from optimizedwebmedia. I am the founder and CEO of optimizedwebmedia. And on today's podcast, the Optimized Web Media podcast, I'm going to go through several of the things that are kind of high on the digital marketing news. And as business owners, as students of digital marketing, and even digital marketing professionals, super important to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest, especially with the quickly evolving industry, right? So hopefully you can utilize the Optimized Web Media podcast as a resource to get up-to-date information in the world of digital marketing. And if you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and it really helps us get the content out to more people. And yeah, with that said, let's get straight to the pod. Now, for those watching on YouTube, I will be able to show you kind of my screen, and so I'm going to adjust my screen just ever so slightly, so then you guys can see what's going on with respect to what I'm seeing in terms of the articles. And so um, uh, these articles are actually pulled from Search Engine Journal. It's a great resource to see written content on the web, and so these are some of the articles that I kind of noted to be quite relevant, especially for this particular point in time. The first article is Google search revenue grows 14% in Q2 of 2024. So Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google, reports a strong Q2 with revenues going up 14%. The cloud surpasses 10 billion. AI innovation remains the key focus. So as you guys know, Google is in this AI kind of war with OpenAI, Microsoft, and a number of other search engines that's trying to harness AI. And so it's definitely kind of all hands on deck right now for those within as it appears for those that are within this company. So really huge growth. Google is still quite the dominant force with respect to search engines. They also own YouTube, which is the largest video search engine. Really, really huge, right? So the Google search revenues are 48.5 billion, up from 42.6 billion in Q2 of last year, 2023. Really incredible numbers if you think about it, for a business to have this kind of financial strength, right? And so quite amazing. Really, really important too, for those that are kind of specialists in Google search, right? And so really important to stay up to date with news like this for sure, right? Next, why you should be focusing on brand marketing right now. Discover why brand marketing is making a comeback in the SEO space and how it can yield better results for your digital presence. If you've been paying attention to the chatter of the SEO space recently, you might have noticed that brand marketing has become cool again. Due to Google's leaks, there was a report that kind of, many SEO professionals, pros, have come to the conclusion that building a strong digital presence will yield strong SEO results, right? And so, building the case for brand marketing, let's see here, the web is moving to be more conversational. Let's see what else. What I mean by content not being conversational. So I would say that, from my experience, having a strong brand is really important because, people are smarter now when they do searches. They can tell, usually they can tell what's an ad, what's not, right? And so, it's important to be authentic and have a strong brand presence because, for instance, if a prospect had come to your website and you guys are part of the, they gave you an RFP, request for proposal, and you're kind of in the running with, for instance, 2 or 3 other vendors. Having that strong brand presence will help you stay top of mind, especially for longer sales cycled, engagements. You want to stay top of mind. So that includes having a strong brand presence with social media, website presence, and it's really, really important. And there is some I believe there's data out there showcasing that having strong brand also helps with um, your organic search visibility on Google and even Bing as well, right? And so um, really, really important, and to have that. I will say also, like, if you think about the large corporations that have a strong brand, if you use tools such as like SEMrush, you'll be given like an authority score, and that's usually based on a number of factors. Uh, Quality backlinks, the amount of traffic coming through, and just kind of based on Google's ranking factors, and so that usually if you have strong brand presence and you have good content out there, people are more than likely going to backlink to your site, and that is kind of like you know uh, a shout out to your business basically online, saying that another website finds the content on your website so strong, so good that it's giving you that link juice, right? And so there's definitely a lot of benefits. So that's, I think, from a application standpoint, for this particular article, like having that brand marketing is super important. Also, too, like if you're like a solopreneur, coach, consultant, having that brand presence is super important, right? And because that's going to help you acquire new customers, clients, and help you kind of close the deal, right? And so a lot of times people want to feel that trust and transparency when they do business with you, right? So this article's title is Google Abandons Third-Party Cookie Phase-Out. So Google was in the process of, I believe, removing the cookies off of websites for a number of reasons, but um, the company decided to reverse its course on its third-party tracking, putting privacy choices in users' hands. So Google abandons plan to phase out third-party cookies. Chrome users will get new privacy control options. So it gives the, the site users more of the control, still maintaining the cookies. Privacy sandbox initiative continues despite policy shift. So it's trying a new approach that emphasizes user choice and control over their web browsing privacy. Major policy reversal. For years, the company had been working towards eliminating third-party cookies, repeatedly delaying the implementation due to various challenges. Instead of deprecating these cookies, Google will introduce a new experience in Chrome, their web browser, that allows users to make informed choices about their privacy settings. So Anthony Chavez, VP of Privacy Sandbox at Google, stated in the announcement, we are proposing an updated approach that elevates user choice. Instead of deprecating the third-party cookies, we would introduce a new experience in Chrome that lets people make an informed choice that applies across their web browsing, and they'd be able to adjust that choice at any time. So user control at the forefront. Under this new proposal, Chrome users can set the privacy preferences which apply across their web browsing activities. This pivot comes after extensive feedback from their various stakeholders, including regulators like the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, and Information Commissioner's Office, the ICO, as well as publishers, web developers, standards groups, civil society, and advertising industry participants. So, kind of a huge deal, especially in the kind of the marketing space on the Google search engine. So that's quite an interesting read for sure. Next one is Meta, the rebranded kind of company name for Facebook and Instagram, pushes GA4 integration, boasts 22% conversion boost. So Meta urges advertisers to link GA4, the Google Analytics 4 data, claiming 22% conversion boost. So integration offers insights but has limitations. So as you guys know, Google transitioned from the previous Universal Analytics to GA4, and apparently there's a good integration with Meta. With GA4, integration process involves using ETM parameters and trackable links. GA4 integration offers insights, but has limitations in user tracking. So they had mentioned that it can help improve campaign performance. So if you're running Facebook, Instagram ads, Meta ads, then they're claiming that it can help improve conversions. Um, so upon logging into your advertiser account, a new pop-up will appear now. It'll say click on the Connect Google Analytics button to initiate the integration process. So it's hopefully streamline the integration process. The key steps for integration includes use URL campaign builder, define source, medium, and campaign variables, add trackable links to meta ads, measure in Google Analytics 4. So benefits of the integration: by connecting GA4 to meta advertising accounts, marketers can gain insights into how meta ads influence website traffic and user behavior, cross-platform user journeys, and more accurate conversion attribution. The limitations include, so while GA4 integration offers valuable insights, it has limitations. Due to privacy regulations, GA4 cannot track individual users, and its attribution models have constraints, particularly for longer sales cycles. Also, GA4 doesn't account for ad impressions, potentially undervaluing upper funnel campaigns, and some advertisers are turning to specialized paid attribution tools for more comprehensive tracking. So important to know for anybody who's running meta ads. All right, so next we have here is which metrics matter in PPC. So understanding the key metrics in PPC advertising, for instance, Google Ads, Bing Ads, and learn which ones matter the most. Get insights on cost per click and other important metrics. So pay-per-click PPC advertising has definitely evolved. Since it began in the early days of the internet. Metrics included cost per click (CPC). It remains an important part of the conversation. Let's see here. While others, such as average position, have retired. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So here are some major PPC metrics. Impressions. The users could see the ad. The views, the user sees the ad. Click, the user clicks on the ad. Interaction, any interaction, the user completes the ad. It includes clicks, but not limited to that. Click-through rate, CTR, the number of clicks received divided by impressions. Interaction rate, the IR, the number of interactions received divided by impressions. Impression share, of all the available impressions for a given target, how many are you receiving? Spend, the amount spent in a given period. Average cost per click, CPC, the average amount spent in each auction click. Average cost per mil. So the average amount, the average amount spent per 1,000 impressions. Top of page impression share, absolute top of page impression share. Any impression share lost due to rank. Any impression share lost to budget. Frequency, reach, overlapping share, engagement, conversions, all conversions, conversion value, conversion rate, cost per acquisition, the CPA, return on ad spend, the ROAS, quality score, ad strength, and optimization score. So the relationship between metrics, there's a lot of interconnectivity between PPC metrics, and it can be a bit daunting, as a lot of people that are just starting out with ads can appreciate. I would say kind of the main ones that I utilize on a regular basis are definitely impressions, clicks, any conversions, cost per clicks, cost per acquisition, ROAS, CPA, things like that are super important to monitor when you're running PPC ads. This last article is Mastering AI-Powered PPC Bidding Strategies, a Guide to Maximizing Performance. I'll leave this to the next podcast, because we went through a lot already, but super important as AI become more accepted and prevalent in search engines. You're definitely going to see this integrated in their advertising platforms on, for instance, Google Ads, Bing Ads, perhaps even Meta. And so, with that said, super important to stay on top of it. It's definitely evolving. Particularly even like Google, like the Performance Max campaigns. Bing also has Performance Max campaigns. super important to know how to utilize and harness. For Meta, Facebook, and Instagram ads, they have Advantage Plus campaigns types, and so really important to understand those campaign types. And so I'll definitely go over those other types in future videos. But with that said, yeah, hopefully you found this podcast helpful. The Optimized Web Media podcast. Thank you guys very much for listening, tuning in, and watching us on YouTube. With that said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, everybody, and have a good one. Bye now.